Okay, let's load the solid Polka shaders. Solid Polka's over here. And since it matters, we have a scale setting over here, which controls the overall size of the pattern. So increasing it increases the overall size, and decreasing it shrinks down the overall size of the pattern. Just leave it a nice 0.5 over here. Then there's a separation setting, which controls the distance between the circles over there. So you can decrease it to make the distance less, and increasing it to make the distance more. Then we have the radius setting. What that does is control the radius of the circles. So you make the radius of circles bigger or smaller. Then there's the softness setting, and what that does is that it adjusts how much blending goes on between the spot color and the back color. So make it blend into the back if you want, or you can just not have it blend at all. So you can adjust that. And this is the back color, which controls the color of the background, and then the spot color, which controls the color of the spots. So basically make it do whatever you want. You apply to objects to see what that looks like. Let's try using red spots for here. Let's do a render. The thing to remember is that this is a 3D procedural shader, which makes the object look like it's been carved from material that's evenly spaced spheres embedded throughout it. So it doesn't really care what the UV spacing is on your object. What it cares is that where the object is in the world, so then how it intersects with the 3D procedural shader. Okay, let's load the wrapped polka shader over here. Let's take up the parameters. There's the back color, which sets the background color, so you can set to whatever color you want in the background. Then there's the spot color, which sets the color of the spot, so you choose whatever color you want for the spots. Then there's the scale setting. What that does is it affects the overall scale of the pattern, so you can make the overall scale bigger or smaller. Then there's the separation setting, which basically controls distance between the spheres in your pattern, so make it bigger or smaller. Then there's the radius setting. That controls the radius of each of the circles on your pattern, so increase or decrease the spot size. Then there's the softness setting, which controls how much blending goes on between the spots and the background color. So make the spots blend into the background, or you can keep them not blended in like that. So let's apply it to our object and see what that looks like. The thing to remember about this shader is that it's a 2D procedural shader that's wrapped across the object's UV space. So the object's UV does affect how the shader looks on the object. So as you can see, it's nice and regular on our flat plane underneath, but on our rounded sphere, rounded cube over here, it's a bit distorted. So that's a very important thing to remember.